Hello YouTube, my name is Bookie and I am back to do another book review. And before I start, it might be times during this video that my voice might sound a little off. That's because I have a cold and I'm sorry about that. Today I'm going to do a book review on the book Faking It by Angel M. Hunter. The main character in the story is Layla Simone. She's a young woman who wants to go to California to be a writer. She's also dating this guy named Jay. Jay and Layla both met in high school. You know, they have been dating for years. And Layla has come to a point in her life, now that she's grown, where she wants to go to California to be a writer and she wants Jay to come along with her. She tells him about it and, you know, he's not moved. You know, he's like, why do you want to leave when we have a good thing going, in so many words? And why you just can't write while you're here in New Jersey? She doesn't like this because, number one, Jay has not proposed to her. And he does not want to go with her to New Jersey because his business, to California, because his business is in New Jersey. And, you know, like most guys, Jay believes, oh, she's going to stay. She's not going to leave. We have a good thing going. I'm her man. But no, Layla, she ends up leaving. And I don't blame her because most guys, not all guys, but most guys believe, hey, she's going to stay here with me. She's not going to leave. When they feel like they done hooked a woman, they are not going to, let me stop. Jay is one of those type of guys, once he gets you hooked, he thinks you're hooked and that you're not going to let go. Now, Layla is like me. Or, I'm going to say I used to be like that. I could easily get hooked to a guy, and he thinks once I'm hooked to him, I'm going to stay. But once I get tired, I'm gone. And that's what I liked about her character in this story. Moving on. He does all he can to stop Layla from leaving. He talks to her to try to stop her. It doesn't work. He even gets to the point where he goes to visit her mother to see can her mother talk her out of leaving. And that was stupid, immature. Because how you going to tell somebody's parent, especially if they're grown, how you going to tell a person's parent about what they're doing, like they're going to catch a whipping or like they're going to stop them from leaving? Doesn't work in this case. Her mother, lets her go. Even though she's a little upset, she lets her go. So she moves to California and she moves in with her friend Kevin. It's K-A-V-A-N, so I believe that's Kevin. And he allows her to stay there rent-free. And, she's homesick. But eventually she gets used to being in California. Then she goes to the gym one day where she teaches classes. And she meets this guy named Wesley. From the beginning, I knew Wesley was bad news. I don't know what it was about this book, but from the book, I felt a bad vibe from Wesley. He just, from the way Angel Hunter described him, he just came across like he's an arrogant, cocky guy that loves to run behind women. Anyway, he approaches Layla, asks her on a date. And she's like, oh, I'll think about it. And I don't blame her because you just got a relationship. There's no need to jump into another one. Then this other female in the gym, her name is Quasmara. She approaches Layla and she's like, you know who just approached you? Wesley. He's like the hottest producer in L.A. Wow. I guess that was supposed to make Layla feel like, he is, let me go hurry and get him. He's he's the best thing out there. Not. Just because a guy is a big-time producer or whatever doesn't mean he's a good guy. And Wesley proves this in the book. And Quasmara, I didn't like her character from the beginning also. She got a bad vibe. For you to be into a guy like that, start on with he's a good producer, I know what kind of woman you are. Let's keep it going. me tell you a little bit about 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚𝕖'𝕤. She wants to become a singer. And I would say that she type of female that she would do anything to make it in this life, or in this book, I would say. She eventually convinces Layla to let Wesley come see her sing. And let me go back a little bit. Eventually, Layla and Wesley go out on a date, and he takes her to a nice restaurant, and things are going good. Then they leave the restaurant, and Layla's a little tired, tipsy, and he takes them both to a club. And it's amazing, when they get to the club, they run to 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚𝕬𝕚. And they hear her sing, and Layla's like, her voice is good, but I done heard better. And it's also at this club/bar, Layla meets Caesar. Caesar is Wesley's friend. Wesley and Caesar are both from New York. They both used to sell drugs, but they both got out of the business. And Wesley became a music producer, and Caesar, he bought his own bar. And from the beginning, it's like Caesar and Layla have some kind of chemistry, but they don't want to do anything because it's like she's dating Wesley, and Caesar, he doesn't want to come between that. However, in the story, Layla's brother Ali, he gets into a car accident, and he's in a coma for a while. Caesar's sister, she's been diagnosed with cancer. And at some point, they meet up, and they both go back to their states to see their siblings. Ali recovers from his car accident, his situation. However, Caesar's sister, she ends up dying from cancer. In the midst of all this, Layla and Caesar both hook up. Not to, do the thing, but they both, spend time with each other, and they start liking each other. So when they get back to California, they inform Wesley, hey, we want to be together. We feel like we have something in common. And Wesley, he gets upset, and this makes Caesar feel bad because Wesley is his friend. But Caesar knows how Wesley dogs women. And let me give you an example of how Wesley dogs women. In the book, Wesley meets up with 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚, or how should I put it? 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜 meets up with Wesley. And at his office. And she ends up giving him, how should I put it? She ends up sucking you know what on him. And this, is wrong with him because you trying to get with Layla. You even see her as wife material. And you end up letting this thing suck on you. And he thinks it's a secret. But someone that knows Layla's friend, 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚, tells 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚, and 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 informs Layla of what Wesley and 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚 have did. So this just like, it's like at this point, oh, well, since he did this, it's no problem me telling him about Caesar and me. So she tells him that it's over with. She wants to be with Caesar, and no need for him to get mad because she knows what he did with 𝔹𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕚. So as time goes on, Caesar and Layla get married. And Wesley, he's the best man. And that's where the story, ends. I like this story. I didn't fall in love with it from the beginning, but as time went on, I started to love it. I'm not gonna say like I loved it, because this book shows that there are still strong women out there that's not gonna let a guy hold them back. It's like the book took a strange turn for me, because I thought her with Layla and Jay were going to get back together, but that was not the case. This book took a turn that I really liked because I thought Layla was going to end up back with Jay, but she ended up marrying Caesar. Jay, he ends up hooking up with this female named Lynn that I don't think he really wants. And he believes that he's still going to become a millionaire, but Layla is like, I'm glad I didn't wait on him because me and Caesar, we are now married. And I love that because you cannot let a guy hold you back. If he's not willing to marry you, you need to move on, which is what she did. It seems like Wesley, he got over the fact that Caesar and Layla were going to be together. And in a way that he should, because you cheated on Layla. You was trying to get with her. You saw his wife material, but yet you cheated on her. And your best friend, he took her. And she wanted to be taken. That's how I'm going to put it. Quasmar, she ended up getting a record deal. And Layla forgave her. But, you know, if I was Layla, and I believe Layla is like me, she would never trust Quasmar again. I really liked it. It was better than the second book I read by Angel Hunter because the second book I read by her was called Turned Out. And I read it years ago before I read her first one. And I was a little skeptical about reading this one, but I'm glad I read it because it was better. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And leave your comments down below on how I can improve my videos. Have a nice day. And again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.